YouTube, what's good? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My Smell Good family. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully everything is going amazing for you guys and all of your loved ones. And I know why you are here. Yep. You are here to listen to me talk about that smell good, okay? And that smell good is what we're here to talk about. All right, so I got another video, man. So I have another Alexandria fragrance, all right, that we are talking about today. And I must admittedly admit, you like that? I must admittedly admit that I am starting to, if not already, fall in love with this house, okay? So what is Alexandria? All right, Alexandria is a house that makes incredible fragrances, and they they have inspired by DNAs, and what that means is they have clones of the new Elixir, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, Nishane's Hashiva, Creed's Aventus, Creed's Virgin Island Water. This is what they do, and they also have their own line of fragrances that they created. And I was introduced to them probably last year sometime, and I just made my first few purchases through the house. And today we have another one that I'm absolutely blown away by. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to talk about the presentation, which is similar. I'll roll the B-roll of the box that it comes into right here. Then we're going to talk about, you know, longevity, how it performs, sillage, where it's good to wear, how close is it to its inspired by brethren, so to speak, and I'll rate the fragrance at the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. This is a beauty. This is a fragrance inspired by Parfums de Marly's Layton. All right, just a mass appealing success, which is Layton, and rightfully so. All right, we have from the house of Alexandria, Royal Equestrian. Same type bottle style and everything as last time with the Tom Ford Lost Cherry and the Elixir. So the Lost Cherry clone and the Elixir clone were the best two clones that I had ever smelled. So that right there sparked, like, man, I need to dig more into this house, and I'm glad that I did. So if some of you remember, probably back on episode 3 of the vlog series that I have out, I said that I was trying to buy my first Parfums de Marly. Which one would it be? Blah, blah, blah. So I came to the agreement that it was Layton. So after consideration, I still wasn't quite sure. So it sparked in my brain, hey, let me see what Alexandria is talking about as far as Layton. So I called him, my buddy said, hey man, do you mind if I get a decant of your Layton? He said, sure, send it through to me. I just wanted to have some comparables when it got here. So Alexandria, I ordered 2 from Alexandria this time. I ordered Royal Equestrian, and I ordered Hawaiian Volcano Intense, which is a clone of Creed's Virgin Island Water. Video on that will be coming later on. So got it in the mail. I was going to wear something else on my weekend. I was going to wear Mancera Sicily, but I decided to go with this. It was breezy. It was a little cool. Like, coolness out there. It wasn't cold, but coolness out there. I said, yeah, let's go Royal Equestrian. All right, so right off the rip, you smell it after atomizer. It is an extract de parfum, and this stuff is potent and it's strong after atomizer. Okay, so right away when I smelled the atomizer, and then I smelled the atomizer on my decant, I was like, man, here we go again. Here we go again. Another 1A, 1B. Let's find out. So I spray the Layton, and I spray this on tester strips. And it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous how close this is to Layton. All right. So before we get into more of what I think about this, let's go ahead and get into some of the notes and accords with that are in this fragrance. So this is the vanilla, fresh, fruity, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, citrusy, ambery green fragrance. Some of the notes in this thing, you have the apple, of course, some citrus notes, some violet leaf, some geranium, vanilla, some spices, some woods, and some amber. All right, that's what you get in Royal Equestrian. All right, so what are some of the notes in Layton? Well, you get warm, spicy, vanilla, fresh, spicy, woody, fruity, powdery, lavender, fresh, and green fragrance. Notes again up top, they have some apple, lavender, orange, and bergamot. So without mandarin orange and not bergamot, with Royal Equestrian is just saying, hey, we just threw some citrus juice in there Okay, cool. And then you got the geranium and the vital leaf, and they say some jasmine. I don't smell jasmine at all in Layton, and I don't smell it in here. And then you get more spices, vanilla, and some woods and patchouli to close out the base of the fragrance. So right up top with the Layton and with the Royal Equestrian, the openings are a bit different a little bit. This is more aromatic than what Layton is, but you still get that apple citrusy, fresh spicy opening. All right, but then this dries down rather quickly, and then here come more of the green vanilla spicy woodsy type vibe, and they just go neck and neck from there. All right, so from the dry down on, this thing, these two are neck and neck. 1A, 1B, that's what my nose gets for sure. So slight difference in the opening, slight, all right, but it's still similar. And then when you get down to the dry down on 4, they're right there with each other, okay? So the bottle is standard. You got the blue bottle here, the gold cap, Alexandria writing on the front, Extrait de Parfum, Royal Equestrian lettering right here. This is a 100 ml bottle. And just great presentation. Really like I said before, really like how they developed the line. They making that big cash now, so they've upgraded a lot of their they've upgraded their presentation a lot, excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the performance of this thing. So right away, I spray it on. I probably get off 8 to 10 sprays, get ready to head out the door. Perfect day. It was slightly windy. We were going to be outside, we're going to be inside getting something to eat. Perfect day to test a new fragrance. So right out the rip in the car, my wife was like, wow, you smell really good. That stuff smells great. It is good. Did a comparable. She said, yeah, it's really close to Layton. All right, but more importantly, it smelled very good. All right, so I caught that off the rip. We get to where we're going, and we were out quite a bit throughout the day, probably about 7 hours. We were out of the house doing our thing, and I constantly caught a whiff, and every time I caught a whiff, I was like, man, that smells good. That smells of quality. That has body and depth to it, which is my style of fragrance with Royal Equestrian, okay? So the wrap up the day, got home right around that 8th hour mark. It was still coming off my sweatshirt. It was still coming off my skin. I still smelled it, all right? So we were in at 8 hours. And I was just really blown away by what this thing has to offer compared to what I know Layton does. Layton is another beastly fragrance that does the same thing. You get 9 to 10 hours performance out of Layton. The sillage in this thing is tremendous. With the wind assisting it, of course. I did catch one compliment where was I? I think it was in Dillard's. I got one compliment in Dillard's. Yes, it was in Dillard's because I made a purchase in Dillard's, to purchase it in Dillard's, and the young lady complimented my fragrance. So I did get one compliment wearing the Royal Equestrian, okay? So all in all, you get that vanilla, you get that greenery, that freshness, that fresh spiciness in this thing. Not too big of a fresh pop, but you do get some. But that fresh spiciness, warm spiciness, they tangle with each other with that vanilla and that apple and that citrus throughout the fragrance's lifetime in Royal Equestrian. The same thing that it does in Parfum de Marly's Layton, okay? So what do I grade this compared to the original? Well, Layton to me, I don't give 10s, but it is a 9.9, 999. That's what Layton is. It took me a while to come around to Layton, but I get the greatness of Layton, so definitely it is a 9.999. All right, compared to Layton, where do I put Royal Equestrian? I put it right there with a 9.77777. It's a 1/10 of a second off. Longevity is great, quality is great, performance is great. And how it smells is great. This is some good stuff. So if you want to save you some money and not spend $400 on a brand new bottle of Layton, or even on discounts if you get around the 300 mark, if you want to save you some money, looking at Alexandria's Royal Equestrian, all right? I guarantee you, when you're out and about doing your thing, no one's gonna not say, oh man, you're wearing Royal Equestrian. No, they're gonna think you're wearing Layton if they're into fragrances like that. The beauty about Alexandria is that they are quality. It is a quality house, Quality line, quality presentation, and most importantly, quality juice. That's what you get with this. So I am ecstatic to have this. And to be truth be told, I'm still going to get Layton. I'm still going to get Layton because I just feel like I need to get a bottle of Layton. But this one right here is going to hold it down. This is going to be worn to work. This is going to be worn on date night. This is going to be worn, weddings. I will wear this to a wedding. Stuff like, yeah, juice like this. I feel like, it needs to be some significance when you wear it, all right? That's just my opinion. Some people might not feel that way about this stuff or Layton. They do whatever else they want with it, and that's cool. But for me, work, dates, weddings, and, important type of situations, I'll pull this juice out for sure. So all in all, like I said, 9.7, that's what the grade is for me out of 10. I know that is a high grade, but you have to take it to the circumstances. This is coming from a indie house, all right? This is Alexandria does a great job with, they're inspired by fragrances and with their originals. And that's why I'm so, high on them, because they just do a fantastic job. Best clones out, inspired by whatever you want to use. They have the best out. Look into the house of Alexandria. Link will be down below in the description. Layton clone, you don't want to spend the Layton money, that's fine. Get Royal Equestrian, you won't miss a beat, I promise you. Okay, all right, so that's my first impressions. I got the one full wear out of Royal Equestrians, and it is good. It is a doozy. Matter of fact, I might even wear it to work tomorrow. That's how much I enjoyed wearing it over the weekend while we were out and about. All right, so hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you want to know more about it, hit me down in the comments below. I would love to talk about it. Do you have Royal Equestrian? Do you have anything Alexandria? Let me know down below. If you have Royal Equestrian, do you have Layton? Have you compared them? What do you think? Is it close? Is it off? Am I tripping? Or am I right on? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Can't wait to chop it up with you guys there. All right, so until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. And we'll see you guys on the next fragrance video. All right, y'all.